that we are honored this year to start our financial fairs again. As Agri-Focus, we are organizing 2 financial fairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock, the Bank of Zambia, Bankers Association of Zambia, the Association of Microfinance, SNB, the Dairy Association, Radio Cafe, Image Promotions, amongst others. The fair is scheduled for the 18th to the 20th of June 2015 in Chipata at the Golf Club. We also have a second fair which will be later this year from the 8th to the 10th of October. Both fairs will be officiated by the Agriculture and Livestock Minister, Honorable Given Luwinda, and we also like to let you know that for farmers the entrance to these events are free. As Agri-Focus Zambia, we are hosted by SNB Netherlands Development Organization, and we are a network for agriculture professionals, which includes private sector companies, government institutions, finance agencies, NGOs, as well as research institutions. And we aim to promote farmer entrepreneurship in Zambia. Agri-Focus seeks to support farmers to become strong entrepreneurs who are able to make better informed choices for their businesses. Availability of affordable finance or credit is critical for the success of any sector of the economy. Finance enables entrepreneurs to mobilize other resources to support production, employment, and income generation of the sector. However, we also know that within our network we have members that struggle with some challenges to access finance in agriculture. For example, we have the smallholder farmers that often do not have the access to information on what financial products are available or insurance that is available to them, thus limiting their uptake and utilization of the products available. But also on the other side, the financial service providers are unable to reach out to all the farmers or agribusinesses that could benefit from their products, or they're unaware of what the investment opportunities are on the ground. Traditionally, we have also seen that the sector has attracted less financial services and credit due to the perceived high risks involved in the sector. So it is for this reason that Agri-Focus and its members saw an opportunity to develop a platform that disseminates financial information directly to farmers and where financial service providers can directly target potential clients for business deals. The platform therefore also provides a place where one-on-one business deals can be made directly between farmers, agribusinesses, and financial institutions. This has become known as the Agribusiness Finance Fair, and this we 2014, which was officially opened by the former Deputy Minister of Livestock and Agriculture, which is the Honorable Luxon Kasabu. The fair was sponsored by our membership, and we would like to thank especially the Bank of Zambia, the Dairy Association, FINCA, Pensions and Insurance Authority, Security and Exchange Commission, African Grey Insurance, Stanbic Bank, Amaran, Komako, Zambian Fertilizer, ZISC, Image Promotion, Incluvest, and SNB. We saw the event attracting over 500 farmers from Choma and the surrounding areas, as far as from Mazabuka. Financial institutions, agribusinesses, NGOs exhibited their products there. And they were also part of workshops and other forums where they shared information about their programs that farmers could benefit from, investment opportunities that the banks could benefit from, business planning information, and how to benefit from saving schemes. This year, we will have 5 components in our financial fair. So we'll have the actual fair, which is an exhibit where banks and insurance companies can showcase their products to the farmers. We'll have a business forum where our members, such as farmer associations, financial and insurance providers, have an opportunity to discuss issues with the farmers on how they can improve financial service provision in agriculture. We will also have workshops where farmers can benefit from additional skills from the different members that we have, addressing issues of how to enhance access to finance, such as how to repay your loans, how to pitch your business. Then we also have an award scheme where we would like to recognize the most innovative financial insurance services that are presented there at the event. And lastly, we'll have a matchmaking session between banks, farmers, and agribusinesses, where they will be able to interact with each other to discuss their business plans and potential of accessing certain finance. So we invite all farmers and agribusinesses to come and learn more about our event this year in Chipata on the 18th of June to the 20th of June. And we'd like to call upon all financial institutions, insurance companies, non-governmental organizations and agribusinesses that are interested to promote their products and services to also join us and exhibit at our event. Thank you very much. At this stage, I would like to hand it over to the Bankers Association of Zambia to say a few words from their perspective.
Thank you very much and good morning all. My name is Annie from the Bankers Association of Zambia. The Bankers Association of Zambia, through its member banks and in close collaboration with the Bank of Zambia, they've made strides in ensuring members of the public get to know what the banks were doing as regards providing financial education. Over the years, the Bankers Association of Zambia members have participated in trade shows on an annual basis, not for financial gain, but mostly to provide information to the general public on their products and services. Again, on an annual basis, the banks have participated in various activities during the financial literacy weeks. The Bankers Association of Zambia, through the Buzz radio program, feature all member banks on a weekly basis and provide a platform for close interaction with the public. Buzz is happy to announce that the next segment of programs will commence during the 3rd week of June this year. Again, this is through our advocacy and information dissemination, because that is one of our major roles. It is gratifying that AgriPro Focus wants to collaborate with the banking sector in ensuring that the masses out there are assisted with funds through affordable loans to expand their businesses to graduate from small to medium scale. Farmers, especially those at small scale, are top on the agenda, and some banks like Zambia National Commercial Bank, PLC, have already put their strategy in place and working with farmers in places like Choma, like she mentioned, where they've provided loans for dairy cattle. Under this strategy, they formulated a progress reporting mechanism for farmers. It is our considered hope that this will be replicated in parts of the country in other parts of the country to enhance agricultural activities, not only for cattle, but for other agricultural products as well. As Secretariat, we would like to encourage our members to participate at the forthcoming Agribusiness Finance Fair, scheduled for the 8th to 20th June 2015 in Chipata. We are made aware that during this event, banks are encouraged to sponsor adverts on television, radio stations, dairy newspapers. There will be workshops and exhibitions where AgriPro Focus will match make banks with prospective farmers who they will assist to prepare bankable business plans. AgriPro Focus is organizing another outfit on the Copperfield from the 8th to 10th October 2015. And we as Secretariat are encouraging financial players, not only banks, but financial stakeholders to participate and take advantage and provide information. We are very grateful that at this point in time we're able to collaborate with this institution, and we are hoping that this will not be the first, but the beginning of a much longer working relationship. I would like to thank you for giving us this opportunity once again, and hope that we can do a lot more. And I would like to also thank the members of the press for coming through and listening to what we are going to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Then lastly, I would like to hand it over to SMV to also just share a few words from their perspective.
Thank you very much, Leah. My name is Thomas Obiero. I'm the Agriculture Secretary in SMV Zambia. As SMV Zambia, we've been here for about 50 years now, and we've been supporting various sectors. Now we're in agriculture, water and sanitation, as well as renewable energy. We are proud very much to be hosting AgriPro Focus within one of our projects, among our projects, and especially this initiative that we are doing on the financial fair. Statistics right now show that within the rural setting, about 56% of the rural population take about 1 hour to reach to the nearest financial institution now, and we've been independent for the last 50 years. I mean, this just shows the relevance of trying to bring the two parties together, the people in the rural setting, that's the farmers, or at least towns outside Lusaka, and financial institutions. It's through these interactions that we foresee discussions going on, people talking, and innovative, creative products emerging from such kind of discussions and interactions. So we'd really like to encourage the press to get the information out there, to encourage the farmers to come out, because the banks, as you can see, represented here by the association, they're on the forefront in trying to support this initiative. So the more the banks come out to the ground, and the more the farmers come out to get the interactions, then we'll see the opportunities emerging where people can talk and come up with very creative ideas on how best finance can be pushed down to the farm. As you all know, it's something that the developing world has been talking about for a very long time. Finance always pops up as one of the areas that is required for investment and for farmers to be able to grow their business. And it's also encouraging that a lot of development partners now are focusing on trying to support the farmers to do farming as a business. Now, this is a boon and a plus, because then there's a paradigm shift in terms of how the farmers are beginning to look at farming, and with the increased support on how they can access markets. I don't think what the banks have been having before has been too risk averse to this opportunity of working small-scale farmers, working so hard in trying to ensure that farmers look at farming as a business. So mine is to thank you also for coming here to SNB and listening to what we have to say, and please get the word out there that this is a great opportunity. As they said, it's not the first one, we'll do about 2 or 3 more, and that should enable us to reach most of the farmers. Thank you for your time now.
Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank the media and thank our partners, SNB and the Bankers Association of Zambia, for joining us during this media briefing. Just to give you some more information, if for any more information also about this event, you can contact us on 0978328398. Especially if there are organizations that would like to exhibit, you can contact us on this number. And you can also find more information on our website, which is www.agriprofocus.com/Zambia. And you'll find all the information you need there on how to participate. Thank you again for coming. And I'd like to open the floor for any questions.
My name is Bishop Nirongo from CBCTV. I want to find out maybe your advice to the farmers looking at the just ended rain season. There were some claims that we had the effect of climate change, looking at we had partial drought, then delayed rains. Then there was just the whole shift in the whole pattern, the rainfall pattern. Then looking at what transpired, do you think it is really the effect of climate change? And if it is, what's your advice to local farmers, to our local farmers? Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Maybe as an example, I mean, it really depends on the areas that the farmers are in, what kind of effect the climate change can have. So in some areas it's droughts, in some areas it's floods. My advice is to the farmers to really understand the areas that they work in, but also to work with, for example, you find that there's a lot of insurance products that also help out farmers to insure their products. So if there are issues of droughts or floods or things like that, that sometimes they can be insured. And a lot of these insurance companies actually look at what the patterns are throughout the country, so they can actually say, okay, in these areas there was an actual drought, you know, but sometimes it's not. It looks like a drought, but it wasn't. So those are information that could be very useful. There are also other, my advice for farmers would be to, at least from this event, they can actually interact with people that have more expertise on climate change. We have a lot of organizations that work on providing information to farmers on how do you cope with the changes of climate and how can you change the way you do your farming to ensure that you minimize your losses. So looking at new irrigation options, new technologies that you can look at. So really, I think for them to get more information and learn a bit more about how they can minimize their losses would be very beneficial to them.
Maybe I could add on to that. When we talk about climate change, there are two ways of addressing it. One is mitigation, another one is adoption. Mitigation, I think as she's mentioned, we have actually in Zambia insurance companies that support farmers, but also the insurance companies are coming up with products that are more conducive to smallholder farmers. But this then comes through groups or through cooperatives. Now this is what we're really encouraging farmers to come and find out and learn. You may have your small hectare, 1 hectare, half an hectare, 20, but then the insurance can be given to 10 of you, for example, at a very considerable fee. I was not wrong, telling me not to quote the figure, but I think it's a very considerable fee, and that's the kind of information they can get from there. In terms of adoption, I think there are a lot of development organizations right now, plus the government, working together, I think with the World Bank, with the FDC, a lot of climate smart programs, including SNB, we support climate smart. And climate smart programs basically can be addressed from different angles. It could be right from the agricultural practices, it could be access to water, as talking about irrigation, it could be the kind of seed, is it for the long range, is it for the short range? So it's a complex. I don't think there's one silver bullet that addresses everything. And to me, this again provides a very good opportunity for farmers to come and learn and see how best they can be able to work within this particular challenge that's facing us, the climate smart. And yeah, it's a long haul. I don't think it's something that we can say spot on that can be addressed using 1 minute. Thank you.
Yes, my name is Pamela Mlenga from CBC-TV. My question is directed to the Association of Zambia. You said that you have made strides in offering financial literacy activities. Now I'm looking at a farmer who is in the remotest part of Zambia. How often do you conduct these financial literacy activities? Because for them, they would just want to keep their money and that they distribute somewhere.
Thank you so much, Pamela. I think as birds, we've done quite well. Most of the banks, as you've seen, they've now started going into the outskirts, which was not there before. And in so doing, actually, they do meet farmer groups and provide this information. You'll be able to see that, I think I talked about Zanaco. It's not only Zanaco, but other banks as well, Standard Chartered Bank, they formulated products and they try to go out there to provide information. Kalea Smallholders is one of the beneficiaries of such literacies that the banks have provided. And also during the trade shows, like I said earlier, we do have our own pavilion and banks to provide information. I think you will appreciate that it's during times like this when we have farmers coming from the far-fetched areas to come and participate and also showcase their products. During this period, we have an open door policy. Many people do come through our stand, and each bank is afforded a chance to explain their products and services, and it's something that most people have actually appreciated, because sometimes people would feel intimidated to walk into a banking hall for various reasons. But in open forums like shows, this is why we are encouraging that, my call is to encourage both the farmers and the banks to actually participate, because it will be an information exchange platform.
Any other questions?
Maybe just to add on to the question that we asked. The Zambian government, I think, after liberalization of the financial sector, came up with, licensed a lot of insurance companies. but the insurance companies went into general insurance without really considering other insurance products. But government realized with obviously the change in environment, they came up with an act which now PIA has pushed to the insurance companies to come up with microfinance products. So under the micro insurance, actually not finance actually, I'm used to banking. Under the micro insurance, you find that some insurance companies have actually come up with products that are farmer biased, that would cater for drought related problems. You can take time, farmers can take time to shop around insurance companies and find, because it's not all of them by the way, but most of them have actually adopted this because they were part to the enactment of this law.
If there are no other questions, then maybe just to thank all of you again for coming and for listening to us, and I hope you can spread the word for us about